Hey, it's Doc. Welcome to the channel. Let me tell you a little bit about our business before we go on to the subject at hand. 17 years ago, we pioneered the idea of putting fitted metal racks into off-road vehicles that would accept both MOLLE pouches, and you could also bolt heavy items to heavy accessories like power tanks, air compressors, recovery gear. And so if your vehicle rolled over or was in an accident, you wouldn't have flying debris in the vehicle that could hurt you. And essentially, we built our business around the FJ Cruiser. We graduated into Jeep Wranglers, and now we're into the Bronco. And the main idea of the business was, these are our vehicles. I build this stuff for me. And if I think it's good enough for me, then I'll sell it to you. But today we're going to take a step back because I realize that a lot of you, while you're familiar with what a MOLLE pouch is, you're probably not familiar with how to install a MOLLE pouch into a vehicle or even onto a MOLLE grid appropriately. So we're going to talk about that. And the Bronco, very conveniently, comes with seats that are already set up so you can mount a MOLLE pouch to it. So we're going to do one of those today, and that way you'll feel comfortable doing it yourself when we're all done. So we'll start off with the basics. See you in a second. The first thing that you'll want to do is you'll want to tip the seat all the way forward, because that will make life a lot easier when you're trying to thread the straps through the plastic in the, well, in particular the Bronco seat setup. So we'll tip that all the way forward, and then we'll go to the back. So for the sake of better visualization, I actually have an orange backing plate here, and this will help us see better against the black background. So you want to line your straps up with the appropriate holes. So for this particular one, you're going to have the very outside and then the inside, and then you just really want to hold that up like that. Now what I have is I have a little tool with a hook here, because the solid plastic's a little bit hard to bend the straps out. So you can just take the hook and kind of assist yourself there. Even then, you'll get an uncooperative one there. Just like that. Oh. So the next step is going to be pull these down and pull them tight. Okay? So then you are going to see you have this loop here. So you will, and these won't always line up perfectly with the opposing holes or breaks in the holes on the MOLLE side. So you kind of have to wing it in that perspective. So we pull these through here, pull that through like that, like that, and like that. And the idea is we want to secure this as tight as possible to this back plate. Okay, so we can see is we won't be able to go in this slot here, so we're going to have to go to the next slot to put our straps through. Trying to make sure you can see here. Okay. And if you notice, this is the last hole anyways that we can use over here. So, and again, using my little hook tool. And you don't have to have a hook tool. You can actually do it with a small flathead screwdriver. But this really makes it a lot easier. Okay. So now you'll notice that we're also taking up a lot of the straps because of the amount of plastic that, you know, more space than you would have with a fabric backing. So there you go. And you're going to see what I mean in a minute about the importance of having a rip-away bag, because, essentially, if you have a pouch that's statically here, one, it's going to, when people sit here, you're going to have this pouch that they can't move, and it's going to reduce the amount of leg room they have. So if you have someone back here, you can always just pull the pouch back, throw it in the back, and then it's not in the way. Okay, so as you can see here, looks like we're lining up pretty well with that second row there, or we could go to the third row. But the important part is that we have the strap very well secured, so you want to tug on these straps and make them very tight. Okay, so we're going to try this second row here, and we're really probably not going to be able to go much further than that. We're going to try though and see what happens. Okay. So again, tighten. Try to do it so you guys can see it. And we tighten. Okay, so again, nice and flat, very solid. And can we get another one in here? I don't know. We're gonna try these middle two because you really want it to be well secured. Now, something else you could do if you have just a regular pouch and you don't really care that it's that well secured, you could loop the straps just through once, and then it could be easy to pull out. I find it a little counterproductive, but some people kind of like that idea, especially when those kind of pouches are a little bit cheaper. This is where the tool really comes in handy because these straps don't want to come. Okay, there we go. And working on it. So we got this pulled tight. All right. So what you'll see here is, people get really concerned that the little buttons don't line up. You don't need those buttons. They don't. In this case, they don't mean a thing. It just basically would, it would tidy it up just a little bit. So you've got a pouch here. It's very well secured. I mean, it's not going anywhere. And then, give me a second. All right, so I've got my pouch, and you've properly filled it with whatever you want to fill it with. And we've got these straps that we're going to put together. Okay, so you hold the upper straps, push your MOLLE pouch on there, and then there we go. Just like that. And there you're set. And if you want to take it out, just pop the straps and off you go. This is perfect for first aid kits. There are, if you're looking for, we used to sell a rip-away first aid kit. That's where the orange backing is, but we don't do that anymore. If you're looking for a really good one, Condor has a smaller version, which is about the size of our medium bag. I like it a lot. You can get it in pretty much any color, and you can get it in red, which is nice for a first aid kit. But if you like the basic bags that we have, as far as the medium or the large, I'll put a link in the description so you can get those. But this is how you do it. And like I said, you don't have to worry about those little buttons at the bottom, but you do have to get that weaved really well. And it's really beneficial to buy some sort of rip-away pouch. Those can be found on Amazon. Like I said, I know Condor makes a medium size and the rip-away first aid pouch, and they make a smaller rip-away just a tinier first aid pouch too. So, like I said, I appreciate you watching. Come back and look to Springtail for other stuff. we're going to be working on some things for the Bronco. It's going to be cool. So have a great day. I'm going to get in the screen here. Have a great day. We'll see you on the trail.